Hey everyone! In today's product tip, I'm going to show you how you can provide secret values to your containerized workloads that are managed through the Humanitec Platform Orchestrator. You will see how, as a platform engineer, you can maintain those values in a secret store, then make them available to your workloads, and then as a developer, very easily use those setup and inject the secrets into your running container. So let's see how that works. So this is your setup from a high-level perspective. You're going to need a secret store. We currently support access to the secret store implementations of the three major cloud providers and HashiCorp Vault. You're also going to have a Kubernetes cluster to run your workloads on and the Humanitec Platform Orchestrator. Now let's say you have maintained some secret in your secret store. It can be an access token, a password to a database, whatever. Now, as a developer, you will be deploying your workloads through the platform orchestrator, and you will have an application set up in the orchestrator to do just that. So you're going to deploy your workload into the application, more specifically into an environment of that application, and the platform orchestrator will take care of the rest. Now, what you can do is you can create a so-called shared value in your application. So the shared value is some value that's going to be made available to all of the workloads of that application. The shared value can be a fixed string, or it can be a secret reference to a secret store that you have configured. As a developer, you can then reference this shared value, and at deploy time, when your workload gets deployed to your cluster, you're going to have this secret be injected into your running container, for example, as an environment variable. There is another component that you need, and that is the Humanitec operator. The operator is running on your cluster, and it's the component that does the actual job of looking up the secret from the store and injecting it into the running container. The cool thing is that the secret value will actually never leave your infrastructure, because the operator is running on your cluster. It's going to do all of the work, and the platform orchestrator, which is a SaaS solution, does not have to know the secret value. It just knows the reference, it knows the secret is there, but it will never have to know the value. Cool. So let's look at a real life setup. Start at the beginning and look at a secret store. I'm going to use Google Cloud for this example, and this is the Google Cloud Secret Manager. I have one secret defined right here. It's called access token, and it currently has two versions defined for it. By default, a secret reference will always tap into the most recent version, but you can also configure it to target a specific one. If we look at the secret value, we'll see that the value is a string, and it says some super secret value. Nice. So the next step is then to define the reference to that value in our platform orchestrator application. Let's look at that. So here's my application in the platform orchestrator portal. It's called Provide Secrets. It's got one environment. And if we go to the Values and Secrets tab, we'll see that there is a secret called access to there's a shared value called access token, and it's a secret one defined right here. Right now, the portal doesn't have the capability to show you the details, but we can use the CLI to do just that. So let's switch to my shell and to using the CLI. I have configured my CLI to target the application and the environment that we just saw. So I can now just go humcuttle get values, and I see there's the access token shared value defined in my application. And let's look at some more details. And now we see that this shared value is a secret reference to a store called myGSM, which is the Google Secret Manager that I've previously configured. And it references a secret called access token. That is the name of the actual secret in my secret store that we previously saw. So now this value is effectively available to my workloads to use. And to use it, I'm going to switch to a score file that we have prepared. So this is the score file of my workload. It's a very simple one. It just defines a single container using a busybox image, and it's going to print out all of its environment variables every 60 seconds. There's one environment variable defined right here. It's called access token. And the value of access token is referencing a resource that is defined further down in my score file. The resource is called env, and it's of type environment. The environment type is a specific type that allows you to tap into the shared values of your application. So then you can access this reference to the shared value by just using its name, which is access token. And this is it. So let's see how this works when we deploy. So let's do uncuttle score deploy. Triggering the deployment. I'm going to switch to the portal to see it being executed. Go to my target environment, which is the development environment. And we see that the deployment is already successful. The resource graph is not very spectacular. So let's drill down into our workload and see if that variable arrived where it was supposed to arrive. So we get one pod running. Here's my container. And in a minute, if I refresh, we should see the container logs being displayed to us in the Humanitec portal. Sometimes it takes a minute for them to appear. And here they are. So those are all of my environment variables. In a real life setting, you shouldn't be logging secret values onto your standard logs, but for the sake of this demo, I'm just going to do it anyway. So here's my access token. And we see that the string value from my Google Secret Manager, which is some super secret value, has been injected into this environment variable of my container. And there you go. The cool thing is, once again, that as a developer, I don't have to know where the secret is defined. It depends on your setup, whether your developers have access to your secret store, who's managing this. We're not making this call. The thing is that you have provided a golden path to that secret for your developers to use. All they need to know is that there is this shared value, and your setup, your infrastructure setup, will take care of the rest. So to recap, what we've just seen is we've defined the secret in our secret manager up here. We have defined the secret value that references that exact secret. We have seen the usage of that shared value in our score file, and we have then seen how the value has been injected into the running container with the help of the Humanitec operator. In practice, it's very, very easy. Once it's set up, it's a one-time thing. You can just go ahead and continue to use it. And this was it. I hope this was useful. We're going to place the links to all the documentation you need to perform the setup yourself in the info box to this video. And until the next time, take care.